Well, you might think the hard work is over when your kids graduate from college, but it's really just beginning. It's time to think about the job market and how to navigate interviews and resumes.
Beth Hendler-Grunt is the author of The Next Great Step, the parent's guide to launching your new grad into a career. And Beth Hendler-Grunt joins us live this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, before we get to some of these tips, you know, the current generation of job seekers has taken a lot of heat lately for being way too picky. People saying they're not willing to do the work. They want to make $100,000. They want to work from home. They want unlimited PTO. Are current grads being too picky these days?
I think our grads are struggling to navigate this market. They do want to feel fulfilled, but I think they're also trying to understand what employers are expecting, and they're challenged by what they're faced with.
Aren't there like an inordinate amount of job openings out there? Is the climate hard for a graduate to get a job, or is it just, tell me what your thoughts are on that.
Yes, there are 10 million job openings right now, and there's 8 million people looking for work.
Oh dear. Did we freeze up there? Bear with me,
Beth,
I don't know if you're frozen. Go ahead, start again.
Sorry. Yes, it is challenging for our young adults looking for work right now. They are trying to land the job that they desire, and the market is competitive. So they really need to find ways to differentiate themselves and to stand out.
So we're going to get to some of your tips here. One of them you write, identify your top 3 core skills. Go ahead and elaborate on that.
Yeah, so a lot of times our young adults and grads like to just start by going to the job boards to apply online. Instead, they need to take some time and think about what are the top 3 core skills that they are really great at. What do they enjoy doing? What skills do they want to use in the workplace? Things like being analytical, being a great writer, maybe they're a problem solver. And once they start to narrow that down, it serves as a great foundation for being able to talk about themselves and also looking for jobs that leverage those skills.
We all knew you have to have a resume, but you have to have a LinkedIn profile now. And you also talk about an elevator pitch.
Yes, everybody should have this toolkit. You need to have a great resume, a LinkedIn profile, a cover letter, a good thank you letter. But the most important piece is really using all those tools into networking. That is the way that many people are hired. 80% of employers really find people by referral. They're not finding them on the job boards. So you need all those tools in place. But the real key piece is targeting people who are in your field that might have a job that's of interest to you and going out and speaking with them, either fellow alum or someone who's in the role that's of interest. And that's how people have greater success in landing that first job.
So the idea is to ideally line up an in-person meeting. Where are college grads these days doing most of their networking? Is it online?
Well, networking, I think for a lot of people still is over video or over the phone. People are meeting in person, but I love one of the great ways to do it is through a platform like LinkedIn, where you can reach out to someone, you can send them a note and then ask to say, can I spend 15 minutes over the phone or via a video call to get to understand what their job is about? How did they get there? And learn what it takes to get into a role like that. Very often someone will refer them to someone else who's hiring, and many times those jobs are never even posted, but that's the secret or hidden job market.
Well, for more, you can check out nextgreatstep.com, and Beth is also on all the socials. There's her information. Thanks, Beth. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me.